The lifestyle always starts from waking up in the morning. It is said that we had to wake up in the morning before sunrise anyway. Some theories are there behind that. No, not going to that much depth. Anyway, before sunrise, we have to get up. Then, for some time, we have to think of ourselves. That means no to the depth of meditation, something like that. At least have an idea of ourselves. That is, who am I? Where I am staying? And what is my duty today? What is my responsibility today? What should be the plan of works today? Like that, we have to consider or to bring to our mind so many things, so that our all systems which are responsible for all these things will be stimulated. If you have the idea of responsibility that day, our brain will be working, thinking of it, and will be automatically planning for that. And where I am staying, then our mind and our brain will be thinking, oh, I am staying here, so I have to do it like that. So I have to take an umbrella while going, or I have to get the key for my vehicle. Like that, so many things will come to the mind. That means all aspects of our mind and body will be in the active form. For that is this particular activity. Not to meditate on something alone is not enough. Think of ourselves. Then comes other physical activities. That means our to get the urges done. First go to urination and go to feces, let us brush our teeth, like that. And how it is to be done, what type of paste or what type of powder to be used, these are well described in Ayurveda, and that things should be done first. Then comes the importance of this some oil application on head and bath, like that. Oil application on head and body is very important in Ayurveda. And here comes very important point, that should be selected according to that particular individual. The same oil cannot be used for everybody. It should be changed according to the physical constitution of that particular person. That means prakriti. The term prakriti is very important. Prakriti depends on the dominant dosha. Dosha means vata, kapha, pitta, vannam, and that. And the combination of its this proportional variations, everything should be considered, and a very suitable oil should be selected. For that, an expertise from a doctor is absolutely necessary. And while we apply oil, 3 points, 3 areas are more important. One is on the head, second is on ears. Just apply oil, not instill. Just wipe out, something like that. Then on the foot. These 3 areas are more important. And for a body fitness, we can apply all over our body. That also should be selected according to that particular condition or the seasonal variation. That is very important. Then apply oil and then do some physical exercise. In Ayurveda, we will say vyayama. Physical exercise is should be focused on particular organ, which is more important for that person. Whether the exercise should be focusing on eye movements or his physical the hands or legs or something like that, because each person is having importance of separate organs. The wholesome is necessary, that is already understood, but still some focus should be given to particular organ. A person who is always sitting in front of the mobile or a laptop, focus should be given to the eye movements and eye exercise. A person who is on physical works has to concentrate on his physical exercise. And sportsman has to concentrate on other things. Like that it varies. Here also better to have a consultation with a concerned expert. Then comes the importance of baths, head bath and body bath. how it is to be done, and when and what temperature. These are all very important. Whether in the there are people who are always swimming, and those who are taking on the shower and with the hand wash, like that varies from one another, and we can select which is more suitable for that particular person, because this head wash is very important for the uh, keeping the eyesight in a good way. So then comes, after that only comes the question of food, breakfast or something like that. It should be wholesome. All items should be there. We have already, everybody knows carbohydrate, lipid and proteins are necessary. So the vitamins importance, and there should be a balanced diet, especially for the breakfast. It should not be one item only daily or one single thing always, not like that. It should be a wholesome meal. We can have a opinion from a expert for that purpose. And then it should be changed according to the seasonal variation also. In the rainy season, in the summer season, or in the winter season, need not take the same thing. Some changes has to be done according to the variations of the climate, atmospheric changes, etc., etc. For example, in winter season, we need not take cold water always. Instead, we can take hot water. But in summer season, we can take cold water. Very simple. Like that, in all items, that change is necessary. It will keep our body and mind healthy. So, in the same way, what all things should be added for the protection of the eye? That is the topic now. Because here we have to consider one thing: a person need, if there is not, if he is not having a particular disease, he need all organs. I have seen people who are always, what should be done for the protection of eye. Then we will suggest something. They will be keeping only that. It will give some deficiency on other functions or other structures or functions of other organs. It is a bad thing. So it should be, that is why it should be a wholesome meal. But for the eye, I will insist, fruits should be there and black grapes are very good. And then there should be water content enough, fluid. Then grains should be there. And if they are non-veg, better not to take non-veg in the early morning. Anyway, if he is too much attached to non-veg items, it should be light. Like that, among the pulses, green gram is good for the eye. Like that, that should be there. It doesn't mean that it only should be taken, because he needs all organs. He has to do all functions. So, a wholesome or a balanced meal should be considered always. That is very important. Then these duties, what all things are to be done like that. And accordingly the lunch or other things can be formulated. What should be taken if he is on physical exercise, carbohydrate and protein should be in large quantity, and he is only thinking something, and then fluid and fruits should be there. Like that, actually that food item should be formulated or arranged by a clinical dietitian. Or from our routine practice, we can understand it from, if we are using our brain, thinking something about, we can have selection. That is important in the case of diet and the timings. Always scheduled time is very important. Today take food lunch by 12 p.m. and tomorrow by 4 only. It is a very bad habit. And scheduled timings is very, very important for the protection of any organ. And the items also should be decided accordingly. Then next, one more important thing is our sleep pattern. Because eyes are having very different functions, different factors are working in daytime and nighttime. Rods and cones, that area is there. So sleep time should be arranged in a good way. And the time for sleep, duration of sleep is not same for everybody. That also can be varied. Somebody in the Kaba nature, or some people will be having the necessity of sleep for more time. Some others will be in necessity of only short period. Anyway, a satisfactory period of or duration of sleep is absolutely necessary for the maintenance of eye health. Better in the night than during daytime. Day sleep is not good for the health of the eye. So that is also very important. Then the next thing is, any simple medications or any things can be done for the eye health daily. Can be done. In Ayurveda, there is a very clear-cut prescription is there. Daily we can apply Anjanam. Anjanam means something to be applied on the eye in a most probably in a collyrium like or in a paste like things to make it clean or to eliminate any unwanted things. This is to be done in the morning, better in the morning. So, and that also should be changed according to the season or according to the nature of the patient. It should be selected by an expert eye doctor only. Anyway, something is to be done in the eye to discard or eliminate anything unwanted deposits in the eye. So, the different types of blocks. It is very common now, CRVO like that, venous blockage, other artery deposit. These are very common nowadays. So these things can be avoided if you are doing these simple eye medications daily. In the same way, some nasal drops also have very important role in the maintenance of eye health. The connection with the eye and the nose is very well established. Anyway, this is proved to be the external orifice or the route to the superior, the organs of the head. So, any medicine supplied through the nostrils will reach all the organs of the head region. But the medicine should be selective. All medicine will not go to the eye. All medicine will not go to the ear. So, which is necessary for that patient? I have already mentioned these things in the previous talk. There are some, all medicines will not act in all organs. The site of action is very important. So, for the eye problems or for the maintenance of eye health, we have to select some drugs which will act in the ophthalmic tissues, known as Chakshushya drugs. So, if you are using medicinal these nasal drops for the maintenance of eye health, that should be selected very wisely and ensure that it will act on the ophthalmic tissues, not on the sinus only. There are so many people who believe that all nasal drops are for the sinus problem. Not like that. It can be used for this, the maintain the health of ear, for the eye or the brainstem. Like that, the property is highly different. It will act on the nervous tissues. It will act on the vascular system. It will give that stimulation of this mucosal cells. Like that, the function is very, very wide. Vast range is there. So, this type of eye medications, especially Anjana preparations and nasal drops and eye head oil and this bath, head wash, these are mainly to be considered while we are thinking of an eye health or protection of vision. Because we have to consider all the systems other than eye, especially brain, central nervous system, hormonal system and vascular system. This should be maintained through our daily lifestyle. Then only we can keep a healthy eye.